March. It's called Spring into Spring, and today we are going to have a lovely class. It's going to be a nice, slow, calming flow, so nothing too difficult. We're going to take it really slowly, so grab yourself some water, get into something comfy, and we're going to meet in child's pose today. So come into your child's pose, whichever modification that you want. You can either have your hands extended away from your body, or you can bring your hands down by the side of your body with your palms facing up. Whatever feels comfortable for you. If you want more of a hip opener, you can also bring your knees to the edges of your mat and your big toenails together. So really just finding what suits you and what feels comfy for you. So just taking some nice, slow, easy breaths, checking in with the body, see how the body feels here. Just noticing any areas of tension and sending that bright white light to that area, and sending your intention of softening and releasing and letting go without any unnecessary holding on action that invariably we do, not only with our muscles but with our minds and our thoughts as well. So just let everything go here for the next 15 minutes. Really luxuriate in this practice, the time that you're giving for yourself. So begin to bring the breath a little deeper now, breathing in deeply through your nose and exhaling, just curling the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to fall away from each other, feeling the connection of that space between your eyebrows to the mat. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. Inhale completely, exhale deeply. Very slowly begin to lift your forehead off the mat, dip your chin into your chest and curl your spine one vertebra at a time until you come up into sitting onto your heels here. If it feels uncomfortable on the knees, you can always put a cushion or a block underneath your bottom, between your bottom and your heels, just to elevate the angle of your knees here. So from here, we're just going to take a nice inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, look up through the length of the arms if that feels okay on the neck. Either that or just look straight in front of you, and then begin to open the arms up, open the chest, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and really feel that beautiful opening across your chest here. Breathing in up through the collarbones, exhaling, just sinking your bottom down to the heels. Inhale again, exhale, really nice. Come onto your hands and your knees. We're just going to give the forearms a bit of a stretch. So take your fingers down towards facing your knees, with the inside of your arms facing the front of the mat. So I want you to try and bend your elbows. You're not going to be able to come in too deeply here, but just try and bend through the wrists so you get that lovely stretch through the forearms here. Sending your bottom away, so you're really spreading those sit bones here. You can have a lovely bow in your back if you want. Just really feel that connection with the muscle from the inside of the wrist coming up into the inside of that elbow. Should feel really nice. And then slowly bring the hands back. We're going to take a nice inhale here. We're going to take the left hand all the way up. Open it up as much as you can. Really breathing in through this left lung here, so spreading the space between the ribs as wide as you can, and then exhale, we're going to dive under into our thread the needle. So bring the side of the head to the mat, reaching those left fingers away, and then begin to square the hips by wiggling your bum, just getting that connection and feeling that squareness beginning to happen, sending those sit bones down towards the back of the mat. And then with your right hand, I want you to extend it away past your head, and then pull that armpit down so you get a lovely stretch underneath the arm. Take a nice inhale through the length of those fingers, and then exhale. Bring that hand all the way back up to the sky. So reaching through those fingers here. You can take the bind or you can leave your fingers where they are. If you want to take the bind, flip the palm, bend the elbow, and take those fingers and see if you can wrap them into that thigh, the right thigh. If not, then just place the back of the hand onto the back of the left hip, and that's as long as you're feeling the really nice opening across the chest here. So inhale, reach those fingers back up to the sky. Exhale, bring that hand down to your head and slowly come back up into your tabletop position. Really nice. Inhale, right hand reaches up to the sky. Exhale, reach it under for your thread the needle. Bring the right side of the head to the mat. Reaching through with those right fingers, trying to make sure that those hips are really square to the mat. Then extend the left fingers down towards the front of the mat, really finding here the opening happening underneath the left armpit. Breathing in through the back of the ribs. Exhaling, just feeling that chest wanting to drop down to the mat here. Slowly bring that left hand up towards the sky, open the chest, breathing really deeply here. And then slowly, if you want to take the bind, flip the arm, bend the elbow, and then reach those left fingers and tuck them around into the inside of the right thigh. Be nice and long with your breath here. Be nice, even breaths. Really pull the shoulder back. Inhale, reach those fingers back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hand back down towards your head. Push up and come up into your tabletop position. From here, we're going to curl the toes under. Lift the knees off the mat. So pull that core back to your spine, really pull those lower ribs back into the back body. Reach those knees up and hinge those hips up to a downward dog. Pull the heels down. Allow your head to be super heavy here. We'll take two big deep breaths here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Sigh it out. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly begin to walk your feet in to meet your hands and come up into that lovely halfway lift. So we're in our forward fold. We're going to come up to the halfway lift. So hands to shins, really flattening the back here so you can get that lovely tabletop position. And then slowly bend the knees, curl the tailbone and step all the way back up to mountain pose. Reaching your hands wide. On an inhale, bringing your palms together here and exhaling them down into your heart space. So we're going to do some nice sun salutations just to warm the body up. You have all the modifications that you need to do. You can drop your knees to the mat through chaturanga. You can come down through your chaturanga in one long line. I'll give you the cues, so just take it nice and slowly here. From here, I want you to bring your toes up off the mat. Really feel the connection through your heels and the edges of your feet and the balls of your feet. Then begin to drop those toes one at a time, grounding through each four corners of the feet. Take a nice inhale, reach those arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and drop it into your forward fold. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, plant hands, step it into your plank position, one breath. Exhale, bend the knees, cross the ankles slowly come down through modified chaturanga. Release the ankles. Inhale, cobra. Lift your chest and pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, push down through your hands. Curl the toes, downward dog. One breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step the right leg up between the hands and the left to meet it. Come up into your forward fold on an inhale. Exhale, rounding through up to mountain pose. Take an inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going straight down into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into your plank position. Hold one breath. Either bend your knees and drop down through modified chaturanga, or exhale, bend the elbows, slowly come down. Inhale, cobra. Lift the torso, squeeze the lower back and the glutes. Exhale, bend the knees, curl the toes and send it into your downward dog. One breath. Take a huge, great big inhale here, and on the exhale, just sigh it out. Inhale, left leg steps up between the hands. Exhale, right comes to meet it, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, curling it through, stacking it up into our mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sit into your chair position. So drop your bottom back. Try and lift your toes up off the mat so you really feel like you're grounding through your heels. Reaching your arms tall on an inhale. Exhale, drop it into your your forward fold, Inhale to halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step it into your plank position. Inhale, pike the hips into downward dog. And exhale, release the neck. Inhale, right leg steps up, drop the back heel, coming up into your beautiful warrior one. Square the hips, bend the front knee, just making sure that the alignment is good here. Inhale through the fingers. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, fingers. Exhale, we're going to rain those fingers down either side of the front foot. Step it back into your plank, into your downward dog, Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, pull heels down. Inhale, left leg steps up, drop the back heel. Settle yourself before you inhale, come up into warrior one. Focus on the alignment, just make sure that the knee is stacked on top of the ankle here. Reaching tall and really feel like you're pulling up through your waist here. So you're trying to get as much length as you can through the side body. Exhale, sit low. One more breath here. Inhale through the length of the fingers. Exhale, draw those fingers all the way down to the mat, framing that front foot. And then stepping it back into your downward dog. One breath. Inhale, come up onto the toes of the feet here. And then exhale, really encourage those heels to come down to the mat. So from here, we're going to inhale the right leg back up. From here, we're going to do a nice easy twist. So try and sink the hips as low as you can here. Take the left hand, the palm to the mat, making sure that the inside of the arm is facing the calf of the right foot. Now we're going to do the easy twist by bringing the right arms up towards the sky, trying to pull that right hip back into its socket. Inhaling deeply here. Exhale, pull the core back and see if you can get any more twist from the waist. Slowly drop that hand back down to the mat, stepping it back into your downward dog. Last time. Inhale, left leg steps up. Sit low through this low lunge. Really feel the benefit of stretching out that hip flexor. Take your right palm of your hand to the inside of the left leg and twist up into your easy twist. So reach those left fingers up towards the sky, teeing your arms out and trying to spread that chest open as much as you can by pulling this left shoulder back and then pulling that right hip, left hip back into its socket. Really nice. Keep the nice, slow, strong breaths here. Slowly rain that hand down, stepping it back into plank position, holding here for one breath, and then slowly dropping the knees, crossing the ankles, and then sitting over into Dandasana for a lovely forward fold here. So reaching your hands nice and tall, inhale, and then draw a line with the middle fingers until they're parallel to the mat. Try and keep your back as straight as possible here, really pulling the core in and allowing these lower ribs to be pulled back to the back body. And then either drop your hands to the mat. If you can take the edges of your feet, that always encourages a straight back. And then slowly bend into this beautiful forward fold, Paschimottanasana. And then just allow the head to drop down now and feel that stretch from the very, very base of the spine, the coccyx, all the way up to the back of the head. And feeling the space happening between each of the vertebrae. And should feel really lovely. And also lengthening down those hamstrings should feel really nice. Slowly stack your spine back up, taking your hands behind your back of your back, left knee, and bring your leg over the extended leg. We're just going to have a lovely twist for the back here. So opposite arm to opposite knee. So take your right elbow around your left knee, taking your left fingers behind you. Or if you prefer not to hug the knee in, you can always take the outside of the arm to the outside of the knee. It's totally up to you, but just focus on that extended leg being working. So you're using that leg. It's not just hanging out here. You're flexing the foot, you're pulling the knee back to the hip, and then slowly you're beginning to open the chest and look over that left shoulder here. Should feel lovely across the lumbar spine as much as it does through the mid-spine as well. Really having that beautiful spinal rotation going on here. Any twist like this really help any soreness in the lower back. So if you're finding that you've got a sore lower back, these twists are always really nice. Slowly, very slowly come out of that. Be gentle because it's quite intense. And then take this leg, give it a bit of a shake out, and we'll do the other side. So take behind the right leg, bring it up, try and bring that heel back towards the left hip. Again, opposite arm comes to opposite knee. So either you can hug that knee into the chest, or you can take the outside of the arm to the outside of the leg, whatever feels comfortable for you. I like bringing the knee into the chest because I feel like I can get more elevation through my spine. So take a nice inhale here, exhale, look over the right shoulder, twist from the waist, really feel like you're flushing out all of the toxins in the internal organs. It's really good for the digestion here, sending new blood to the area of those organs in your tummy great for metabolism as well. Inhale and slowly exhale, release out of that. Bring that leg down to the mat, give yourself a little bit of a shake out, and then bring your feet, the soles of your feet to the floor, wrap your arms around your shins, and then just settle your eyelids on top of your kneecaps, just dropping everything away, taking some grounding breaths here, checking in with the body and see how it feels now in comparison to when you came to your mat this morning. Maybe you feel like you have more space. Always looking within and being grateful for what our body gives us every day. So just release from here, come into a cross-legged pose. Bring your hands into prayer. Thank you for joining me. We have finished week 3. If you can believe it, it's gone so quickly. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead of you. Tomorrow is the beginning of week 4, the last week. So I hope you can join me next week. Give us a thumbs up. I'd love you to subscribe